Come close, my darling. Allow the sounds around you to subside until my voice, shouting your name, is the only sound left. You've looked everywhere for purpose, asked silent questions, and questioned if I still notice you. In the midst of your fragile existence, I promise you that I can see everything, not just from a distance, but from the beat of your own breath. When you get up and when you're too tired to stand, I'm with you. I am in the evenings when anxiety attempts to tell you that your tail has stopped moving forward, and in the times when triumph seems so far away, there's no stopping my plan, kid. Every holdup you mistook for rejection has really been a prelude to something bigger. Instead of a locked door, you have been entering a hallowed classroom. For me, what you see is stillness, has been alignment. Although you have requested me to shift mountains, I have first strengthened your legs so that you would be able to walk on new terrain. When the mountain moves, you gauge your success based on what other people can see, while I gauge it based on what has been crafted in the innermost recesses of your being. Victory was when you chose to be kind, when things could have turned sour, when you forgave even though it still hurt, and when you loved even though it wasn't returned. That was the entrance to paradise. The fruit is almost ripe because you have been developing in ways that are invisible. Every tear you've cried has been tallied, not as wasted grief, but as water for your roots. The angels have guarded your nights, and I've said to them, protect this one. There's purpose ripening here. If the process doesn't seem like progress, don't hate it. The pledge I made to you is one I've never forgotten. You've been terrified, fearful that you're not good enough, and of losing the little tranquility you have, fearful that your finest days could be over. But I assure you, fear is an invader, not your friend. You may always count on my affection. In addition to protecting you, my angels have been placed all around you to help you navigate invisible turns. When the world attempted to make you forget who you really were, they whispered reminders of who you were, standing by you at the fork in the road, where your heart paused. You're not running late, you're not lost. Grace knows just where to look for you. You've pondered why your ascent seems so sluggish after seeing others ascend swiftly. Listen, I'm not bringing you here for a few applauding moments, but for a legacy of perseverance. The firmly entrenched endures every storm, while the short-lived blossom withers in the heat. Additionally, I am firmly establishing you in love so that no wind, number loss, and no change of seasons can drive you away from my tranquility. You've been carrying around stress that wasn't supposed to be on you. You've attempted to influence events that I already have power over. Take a breath. I'm working on details that are beyond of your grasp. You are meant to trust. You are not called to bear the weight of perfection. Let me remind you that your value was established before your first achievement and before your first error, even if your shoulders hurt. from living up to other people's expectations. Say my name when you're feeling anxious and your mind is spinning out of control. If you can't scream it, say it quietly. Peace is my name, and it calms the storm without shouting. When you whisper it, the angels move because they recognize this sound. They are orchestrating what appears to be coincidence, but is actually divine orchestration in the unseen. Your obedience is creating opportunities. In the waiting rooms you believed to be deserted, miracles are already beginning to materialize. You've been wondering whether I'm quiet, but I've been talking through the silences, kid. My silence has always been architecture rather than absence. I'm creating something enduring inside of you. My child, walk boldly in faith and love with your super Thanksgiving $10. Let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now and listen to this message further. Don't hurry the holy time. I've put off some relationships in order to keep you safe. I've blocked certain doors because the things beyond them would have sapped your purpose before it could have grown. I referred to it as redirection. You termed it rejection. You wept over fading friendships, but I was dragging you away from things that couldn't develop with you. The lesson was the gain, not the loss, of the departing individuals. I'm sending fresh, spiritually linked folks who will pray through your sad points, as well as celebrate your bright points. Since they know me, they will be able to grasp the language of your heart. Even now they are being prepared. The angels have gone before you to set up heavenly meetings that will gracefully change your course. Yes, you will experience success, the sort that emanates from peace, not the superficial kind that relies on acceptance. My hand is changing your idea of success such that it now focuses on who you are becoming rather than what you do. You are learning to flow with me, which will lead to your success. I'll unlock doors you've never entered. You will enter places that your faith opened, but your credentials were unable to. You'll discover that favor comes after surrender, rather than after struggling. You create room for miracles to happen. Every time you let go of what you cannot control, you are discovering how to live as a child of heaven, strolling in it rather than working for value. You've looked at your future with a mixture of trepidation and optimism. My darling, however, your future is safe in my design and not at all vulnerable. Opportunities may present themselves unexpectedly throughout your days, and you'll ask yourself, am I prepared? Yes, I tell you, years of silence and fire have prepared you. You are now eligible for a visible blessing because of your invisible obedience. Angels are already paving the way and removing impediments you won't even notice, so you can just walk past them and call it grace. When the time comes, I operate in this manner subtly, fully and purposefully. And I say this to the weary heart that is striving to keep its composure while wondering who is holding it. I do. I've supported you through every breakdown, even when no one returned the favor. I saw you give. In all of your incarnations, I have adored you. I adore you in every incarnation of yourself. I've been most proud of you on your bad days. Even though you believed, I only celebrated your good ones. Heaven leaned closest at that moment. When you cried, you fought, not failed when you halted. You learned to rest in me, not lose. I don't feel embarrassed by your scars. They serve as evidence of how my kindness restored you when it reached your breaking point. Call on my spirit when you feel overwhelmed by concern and tension surges up like a tsunami. I'll fill your head with my tranquility. My angels will act as unseen light, barriers to protect your area. What I have proclaimed free will not be taken by fear. You are entering a new rhythm, one of grace rather than pressure. This modification will be apparent to you. Come will now confront the same things that used to make people anxious, because you'll know that storms respond to you. You'll be able to talk to them authoritatively. Every day will be transformed into an altar with commonplace events, imbued with the presence of heaven. Even amid the silence, marvels are beginning to develop. You have been requesting proof that your prayers are still heard. If you look closely, you'll see tiny alignments. These things that unexpected chat, that unexpectedly favorable timing, that idea that comes back stronger, are not coincidental. They serve as confirmation. I faithfully finish what I start. It is a magnificent unfolding that you are seeing. Some responses will be gentle like the dawn, while others may burst out like a torrent of water. But everything will show how excellent I am. The unknown is not your adversary, so keep this in mind when your heart quivers at the thought of what lies ahead. It serves as the backdrop for my wonders. Uncertainty is what gives faith its wings, yet you dread it. Since you requested me to clear the way, I urge that you proceed. The earth will materialize under your feet thanks to me. Obedience is like a seed that demands to be sown, even if you feel insignificant. Keep moving ahead because heaven is walking with you. You stroll with my angels. On this trip you are not traveling alone. You are entering a new era of purpose. As I raise you, the talents I put within of you will start to show themselves organically. They will come naturally to you. As a result of our connection, you will see discussions in which you speak with calm, projects in which your creativity suddenly reappears, and prayers that feel revitalized. It's rejuvenation I was only waiting for, your heart to heal, enough to bear what was about to happen, even if you felt like you were forgotten. Repetition is not what you are entering. Restoration is yes. Life will still try your patience, but there will be difficulties. But even during such storms, keep in mind that my goal is to grow you, not to expose you. The shaking is a preparatory measure, not a form of punishment, in order to prevent blessings from shattering you. I am fortifying your foundations. You will be resilient, but it will come from trust rather than from being tough. Soon the stress that once broke you will be evidence of how far grace has taken you. You'll see heavenly opportunity. Some may provide challenges, but they will still be doors. Go through them, you shall be guided by my Spirit. Your life's angels are already setting up heavenly encounters, times when timing, favor, and preparedness all come together just so it's not a coincidence. Despite what you may believe, the choreography is divine, and don't back down from self-doubt. When these times arise, keep in mind what I said: you are not a coincidence. You are the solution. You will see the formation of new friendships, not only for solace, but for a purpose. When you forget who you are, they will serve as your spiritual friends. They will push you when you settle, laugh when you're tired, and pray when you can't. I have personally chosen these. They will accompany while you pursue your goals. Some are on their way, and some you already know. Greet them with joy and discernment. Feel free to love them, but keep your peace with me. You have pondered if love will ever find you again, and whether your heart will ever feel secure. I am the creator of connection. I assure you I have impeccable timing. I don't withhold affection. I'm teaching you to discern what is holy and what only seems holy, to give without erasing your boundaries, and to love without losing yourself. You won't have to seek love. When I send it your way, it will know you even now. Angels are talking to hearts that will match yours. Calmly wait, the one I choose for you will help you find your mission and not take you away from it. There will be days of tremendous bravery as well, when it used to seem safer to be silent. You will speak. You won't be afraid of disappointment. When you dream again, you will pass through doors you were previously afraid to enter, and you'll realize that it was always grace and never luck. The impossibly familiar will seem familiar because of my Spirit inside you. You will begin to see indications of my hand. Peace that defies logic, people who appear when you need encouragement, and sustenance that arrives at the last minute. I am that. My love is demonstrating that I'm not aloof, but rather active in your day-to-day activities. Say this in response to fears whispering that you're not ready. I can do anything because Christ is my strength. Say, my time is appointed by God. In response to anxiety that it's too late, declare, the Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. When uncertainty tells you that you won't succeed, when you tell it my truth will be silenced. You were never intended to be helpless. Your authority comes from my Spirit inside you. If this truth is ingrained in your heart, type I trust you, Jesus, and keep in mind, That tranquility is gained in knowing that I'm on the boat, not in calm waters, when the next storm strikes, because storms do come. Hold on to what doesn't move when everything trembles. I am your steadfast core when you feel afraid. The angels will protect your thoughts. When you forget your own prayers, they will murmur encouraging words. You are more surrounded than you realize. From now on, walk like a person supported by heaven every day. Instead of shrinking your faith to fit your environment, broaden your vision to align with my promise. Your words, compassion, and perseverance change the environment. You were made to bring light into the darkest places. People should have tranquility when they encounter you. I will always see the fruit, even if you don't in love. Nothing is ever wasted. There will be movement in the next season. My darling, there will be lengthy prayers that are answered, and others that are answered in unexpected ways. Have faith in the shape they adopt, though they rarely appear commonplace. My fingerprints are always present in my miracles. I'm taking you into a new chapter, where happiness comes back inexplicably. Not because life becomes flawless, but rather because tranquility becomes your perspective. You will laugh once again. Heaven expands over your life with each instant of surrender. I merely want you to share your fear with me. I'm not expecting you to be fearless. I'll exchange it for knowledge. I'll exchange it for bravery. Just stay close, you don't have to fix everything. I'll take care of the things you can. Angels will follow your directions without you having to say a word. All you have to do is believe. Thus go to the next step. Accept it even if it makes your knees shake. Both the step and the interval between steps are where I am. You are precisely on divine time. Not behind schedule they see you. You are led, you are incredibly loved. If your spirit senses this word is confirmation type, Amen. Keep your spirit teachable and your heart open. Come along with me as things unfold. Allow every dream to find a place in my plan, and every worrying to vanish in the light of my love. Your narrative is only getting started. My kid, it's far from ending. The pace of your life will start to change as you start to walk with me more intimately. What was rushed will gradually become clear as you learn to listen to the calmer song of my spirit. Inside you, the cacophony that demanded your energy will start to lose its hold. This silence should not be interpreted as stagnation. You are being brought into line with divine time, not falling behind. Everything I accomplish in your life has a rhythm, a pulsation of grace that perfectly syncs with the blueprint of paradise. Even in areas where progress appears to be slow, peace will flow when you trust this rhythm. You will see that delay is only the invisible coordination of marvels in action, not rejection. Even now, angels are strolling by your side, while some are preparing chances that are not yet apparent to you. Others are carrying strength. You could feel their presence as a sudden calm, a gentle reassurance, or an unexpected burst of confidence. Don't ignore these moments. They are signs of heaven's approach. You are surrounded with divine collaboration. You are not an orphan forced to fend for yourself. These invisible assistants are empowered to take action. Each time you decide to exercise patience rather than panic, with each act of submission, you allow heaven to change the situation for you. Why do I feel like I'm rebuilding the same things over and over again? Is a question you have asked me several times. In my opinion, nothing is wasted. Your judgment becomes better with each repeat. Every cycle that seems familiar reveals more about the qualities I am trying to perfect in you. Some courses focus on bringing out fresh insight inside your soul rather than altering your environment, the same way that fire tests gold. The procedure has tried your perseverance. The purity of what's left will now start to show. What has already served its purpose will no longer be pursued, and you will no longer attempt to correct what was intended to be released. I'm releasing you from unjustified accountability, so you may live in tranquility. In the days to come, you'll feel as if new possibilities are emerging, like light under the ocean's surface. Take your time defining them. Let them grow up when it's time for them. Intimacy with me ripens the fruit of your future, which cannot be pushed open. When the moment comes to take action, I will provide orders in a whisper, and my peace will verify the course. If you get confused, stop. Take a deep breath and come back to me. The brightness of connection cannot foster confusion. I am the creator of clarity, not confusion, and every time you raise your eyes from concern to worship, clarity will come back to you. Don't be shocked if I take away some of the things that's used to soothe you. Pruning is a preparation for plenty, not a form of punishment. You are entering an acceleration phase. Yet collapse results from acceleration without trimming. I love you too much to allow you to grow on shaky foundations. So celebrate when you sense that I'm cutting off attachments that are distracting. You are being prepared for greater levels of peace and influence. I have listened to your prayers for open doors. However, keep in mind that some doors are only waiting for you to stand in the proper position. They are not locked. The hand on the knob remains reluctant due to fear. Faith freely transforms it. Move ahead because you trust the person walking with you, not because you can see the whole way. I'll match you with heavenly appointments as you go. People who have chances, solutions, and favors that will help you achieve your goals. You are entering a narrative that heaven has already written, not a series of chance circumstances. As you change, treat yourself with kindness. Don't use approval from others to gauge your progress. Something precious that cannot be compared to anybody else's chronology is what I am accomplishing inside of you. You are not late. Let this fact serve as your compass. Every halt, detour, and delay has been adjusted to be in divine synchronicity. You are exactly where grace wants you to be, in order for your story's next act to take place. There will be times when I seem to be silent, yet my quiet is really incubation rather than absence. Before the harvest, seeds silently develop under the earth. You could act before you're ready. If I told you every information too soon, thus have faith in the peaceful seasons. I'm molding, not withholding. My quiet taught you to listen more deeply, not only for answers but for comprehension. And you will see this when you look back. I'm teaching you to love without losing yourself, in your relationships to provide without running out, to speak the truth without fear. Straighten up the relationships that have been unclear, because their season in your story is over. Some people will move on. Don't follow what I've let go of. Let them go and bless them. Their departure creates space for the partners. God is sending individuals who will see your light and work to brighten it rather than smother it. Instead of smelling of strain, these new alignments will smell of calm. When you are close to them, you will be able to tell by these that comes with your spirit. Every scar you believed would define you is turning into a source of empathy. I'm turning your wounds into graceful signatures. You'll discover that you can console others with the same compassion that I showed you. I do it by giving grief a purpose rather than eradicating it. Nothing you've gone through will be in vain. The soul of future happiness has been irrigated by each tear. Pay careful attention. I'm inviting you to transcend survival and achieve divine flourishing. You were made to respond in accordance with my spirit, not to live in response to events. I have meant you for luminosity. Don't settle for half-light. You are the living manifestation of divine creation and the mirror of my goal. Your world will change around you the more you view yourself through my eyes. Your upcoming season will be characterized by flow rather than straining, because you will be working from rest. You will achieve more with less stress. This rest is alignment, not idleness. It's the knowledge that I move in unison with you. The grip of worrying is released when you act. From that togetherness, since calm, not pressure, is the source of success, it becomes sustainable. You'll start to see that solutions come to you, instead of you seeking them out. This is the definition of living in divine favor, grace multiplied by effort. Say out loud until your heart believes it, and respond to discouragement when it whispers, "You are not enough with my truth. I am already loved, already chosen, already equipped." When faith is stronger than fear, the adversary cannot flourish. My word in your tongue is a weapon of creation, not a mirror. Repeat what you say creates your environment. Declare immediately that I will never be forgotten. Help is all around me. The timing of my movements is perfect. I am evolving into the person I was destined to be. Heaven will echo your agreement if you say it. Light grows all around you. Each moment you declare truth, because they are ministers of the promises you make that are in line with my angels. React to words that are loaded with confidence. Talk with assurance when you believe heaven hears you. There will be shocks in store for us in the days ahead, like a startling daybreak after a long night. You will discover that favor has come before you when you enter spaces where you previously felt invisible, because they come from closeness with me. The words you utter will have a unique weight. You will see individuals being healed by your words, as well as the calm you exude. The strength of walking closely with me is that it alters atmospheres before altering results. Allow the delight of that realization to permeate your being and educate you to live fearlessly. Raise your head, take a breath, grin. Get it best, do it again. This is not a stroke of good fortune, but the start of a bright chapter. It will develop in a graceful cadence. Day by day, certain talents will be evident and instantaneous. Others will emerge like dawn, silent, sure and inexorable. Honor the now, respect the slow. It's all a gift if you accept this with faith. Type almond and allow heaven to see that you agree. Now take comfort in the knowledge that you are not traveling alone. My spirit leads you every step of the way. My angels guard you and my love envelops you. Have faith that everything is working out for you. Your daybreak has started, so keep your eyes up, your faith strong and your heart open.